as the governor said, I had an opportunity to join him in 3 different stops today to assess the damage. And, you know, what I saw from the land is a significant amount of flooding damage. But we're also doing our damage assessments from the air by using the Civil Air Patrol as well as space, and using satellite imagery to compare the before and after so we can get a true impact of the overall damage to the area. And so we'll use all of that information to help determine what additional programs potentially need to be added. As the president this morning contacted the governor, he did approve and sign the major presidential disaster declaration that includes individual assistance for several counties. You can find those counties at disasterassistance.org or .gov, I mean. And then if you are in one of those counties, I encourage you now to register for assistance with FEMA. First, contact your insurance company, but then register for assistance. You can go to disasterassistance.gov. You can do it from a FEMA app, and you can begin that process where we can help you jumpstart your recovery efforts and get some funding flowing to help you with those immediate needs that you're having right now, and then work with the state, the governor and his team to help identify what the longer-term solutions might need to be. Thank you.
Okay, Kevin Guthrie.
Thank you, Governor. Thank you again for your leadership. So as we started to focus on recovery, I look around here, we look at the last 2 stops that we're at, there's a lot of good people doing a lot of good things, neighbors helping neighbors, etc. The one thing that I would just remind homeowners and business owners to do, take pictures before you start the cleanup, all right? Please take those pictures. We need that photographic documentation as we move forward, going forward. High water marks. You want to take pictures of those high water marks outside the home and inside the home. Typically, there is a discrepancy between the two. The internal usually happens to be a little bit lower than the external. So please make sure you take pictures of those high water marks external to your home, internal to your home. When you take your debris to the roadside, please separate it. There's basically 4 or 5 different categories. What we want you to do on that debris is we want you to put the vegetation in one section. We want you to put all your household furniture and goods in another section, appliances in a separate section, and then household hazardous waste. This is insecticides, bleach, ammonia, that type of stuff, perhaps even gasoline, put that in a separate section as well. So make sure you have distinct piles, separate them. It makes it a lot easier, and the debris removal process goes much, much quicker. The third thing that I want to talk about is mitigation. We have seen the Florida Building Code all throughout this area works. You know, it definitely works. Homes that are elevated, homes that have the metal roofs on them, did not lose their roofs, we did not have inundation into the homes that were elevated. Mitigation works. It will not be immediate, but in the coming months and years, there will be mitigation money available to raise homes, to elevate homes. I encourage, as I look at this direction, all these homeowners, if you have not elevated your home and you're interested in elevating your home, please get with your Taylor County Emergency Management agencies to make sure you learn about the mitigation elevation program from FEMA. It is one of the best programs that we have in our toolkit. And again, I appreciate the administrator. I tell her every time I see her, I'm going to try to make the mitigation fund bankrupt at FEMA, trying to get all that money coming to Florida. So we're certainly going to continue to do that here. So please be safe as you operate. That's the last thing I say. I said I had 3 things. I got one more thing. Be safe as you clean up. Make sure you're wearing goggles. Make sure you're wearing hard hats. Don't stand on the top rung of a ladder reaching way out to the side to try to cut something one-handed with a chainsaw. We have more and more deaths that are happening after landfall that are completely preventable. You know, bring the ladder down, set it back up, get closer, use the hard hat, use gloves, use long pants. Don't be out there in shorts and flip-flops cutting stuff down. Make sure you're looking for electrical lines. Make sure you keep those generators 20 feet from your house. You will start to see more and more state resources come into the area. You'll see folks like volunteer organizations, Team Rubicon, Southern Baptist Disaster Relief, a host of individuals coming in from Volunteer Florida that will help you guys on your path to recovery. Again, Governor, First Lady, thank you for your leadership. I appreciate all you do for the division.